We're right now in Matthew 24 when the Bible said, the disciples came and said, Jesus, what's going to be the sign of your return? Why would Jesus have us write this all down? Why did he spend this time telling his disciples, and they write it down, and they said, you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. We've been there. The First World War, the Second World War, Korean War, all the other wars. I mean, there's so many wars. And there's even wars all the way around the world now, but they're crying peace and safety right now. But it says here, let's go on. The end's not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And that means ethnic groups as well. That means ethnic. And you're seeing it all over the world. Yes. Mondo, I don't know why you Spanish-speaking people can't love each other. Have you ever seen it?
Oh, I lived it. We can't get along with Salvador.
But when I was in prison, they had to divide sometimes. I wish I could tell you what I know, but I can't. But I thought everybody speaks Spanish, all were united somehow, but they're not. Because the Bible says it's going to be worse in the last days, and I believe it's
happening right now. You're seeing it with Venezuela.
Venezuela's in a horrible state.
You're seeing it with Honduras, El Salvador, Mexico. You see Guatemala. You're seeing the clash of the titans, so to speak, of cultures coming against one another. So I think we are where we are right now, according to the Bible.
Yeah, so here we are. This is where we are, people. And let's go on here. Kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines. That means a time when no food to eat. That is coming. Jesus warned it. Why will not the church get ready? When Jesus said this himself. He said there's going to be a time, if you take that into a translation in a modern language, there'll be a time when there's no food to eat. You need to be ready. God's warned it. And pestilences. That is all these diseases and all these things. They're being transferred around. It's horrible what's happening.
Just like the measles right now. I mean, just the measles.
Well, last week there's a cruise ship that they had so many people with the measles that they won't let it dock.
Doesn't it sound kind of crazy to you guys? I mean, our generation's like, we were inoculated against measles. I mean, everything, and it's coming back.
Yeah. But
I mean, it's back.
There's going to come a time when a fourth of the world will be destroyed by disease from the animals.
Right.
So let's go on. The pestilence, earthquakes in divers, meaning many places. I've told you there's earthquakes all the time. They're everywhere. I have a little app, they call it. Whenever there's an earthquake anywhere in the world, my phone beeps.
Yes.
Bombs drop in Israel, my phone beeps. I have an alert for either one of those. But there is so many earthquakes in many places. We're there. This is happening. Do you know the famine that's in the world right now? And I won't take time. I got so many things to talk about today. But the famine in the world is unbelievable.
Right.
Millions and millions die. Thousands die every year. And I'm going to go on. But we're actually living in a time when there is no food to eat for millions and millions of people. Many countries, people are living on like $1 a month.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So it says, these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Aren't we right there?
Yes.
All over the world. Yeah. Christianity is hated.
Yes.
And then shall many be offended. My God. This is the most offensive group of people I've ever seen in my life that's living right now on earth. One side hates the other, and they're offended. Yeah. You say one word wrong. I mean, the news does nothing but report back and forth what the president said and then what the left said. Mm-hmm. And they shall be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another. The hatred is so bad that without God's protection, someone would kill the president of the United States. Mm-hmm. That's where we are, people. And that's why Rick Joyner's warning that we're facing civil war in this country.
He said
that there's going to be
revolutionary civil war.
That's exactly what he said. And this is what's so important, because they're offended and they betray one another. Even church people betray one another and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. Do you know what false prophets are? They're liars. And they don't have to be a church person to be a false prophet. They're people in the world. They're telling us things that I don't think are going to happen. They're telling us things that are wrong. They're liars. And because iniquity or sin shall abound, now listen to me, because sin shall, here, this is where we're living, people. These are the words of Christ. And because sin shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Where are we? Half the church has already left.
Yeah.
True.
Half of the Protestant church, Mondo. Yeah. The Catholic church is, I don't know how far it's gone. It's at least half gone too.
At least, yeah.
And all over, you're seeing this.